May I bow in prayer, please? Holy One, known by many names in Mayano, named Spirit of Life, Spirit of Love, Spirit of Community, Spirit of Justice. We ask your blessings on the people who have been called to lead the community in which we live and work and pray. As we come to the city to do business, help us as leaders to not ask first, how do we fix this? But what do we need to learn? How might we need to change? And to whom do we need to listen? In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, approval of the minutes of the September 4th. We don't have the 25th, so we'll just be approving September 4th, the council meeting.
I make the motion that we approve the minutes of September 4th, 2018 council meeting.
I second.
Any questions? If there are none, all in favor of approving the minutes of September 4th meeting, specify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays have the same rights. It's approved. Number 4, approval of meeting agenda. If you will look at number 8D, playground equipment bids. That was sent out to us last week. I got a call yesterday from Mr. Garland to take it off. But when I talked with Mr. Lee, he said, Mr. Lee Andrews, he said that we have 2 different bids going. We have a section BA Gateway Complex, Well Stadium area for playground equipment, and we have playground equipment for Cicerone over there. The bids are not in for Cicerone, so we can't vote on that tonight. We have to vote on that when it come in. But we do have the bids for the playground equipment over in Virgin Well Stadium area, in the ball field area. And that one need to be changed. So maybe get number 4, approval of the meeting agenda.
Move for approval of the amended meeting agenda.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor by specifying by saying aye. Aye. Means have same right. Number 5, report of standing committees. DDRA, Ms. Rock.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Fall is here and Halloween is just around the corner. Costume children are invited to descend upon the public square on Thursday, October 25th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. as the DDRA partners with Darlington Recreation for Scare on the Square. Businesses, churches, and civic clubs don't have to be located on the square to join the fun. Just contact my office to register for a booth space by October 15th. This particular event has grown. In the first year that we did it, we had 800 kids show up. And the last year that we did it, last year we had 1,200 kids show up. So they really enjoy it. The Housing Authority previously has brought their inflatable games, and people really had a good time. Additionally, for Halloween, the DDRA will hold a business costume contest on Halloween itself, October 31st. And any businesses participating are asked to call my office so we can get your photo featured on our website. And we take the news and press with us and get those photos of all the businesses that participate to try and get everybody a little publicity. And so if your business wants to dress up and do a theme, or if there's just 1 or 2 individuals that want to dress up, we'll be happy to get that photograph. Generally, we start that around 10 a.m., but we can schedule a different time if the business needs it to be. We also are inviting businesses to network and learn about the DDRA programs and give feedback for future projects at our final members breakfast for the year. It's going to be at 8 a.m. Wednesday, October 31st, that's Halloween, at Taki's Diner. These have been monthly meetings we started this year, and I feel like we've gotten a lot out of them. The members have gotten something out of them, and we've even gotten a couple of members from having them, so it's certainly been worth the while. Breakfast is provided for member businesses at no charge, and a small donation of $5 towards the meal is asked for non-member businesses to come check out what we're doing. give your feedback on what you want to see us do and that sort of thing. Also, the DDRA will host its annual Shop Small Downtown Open House on Thursday, November 29th from 5 to 8 p.m. on the public square with Darlington Recreation, DJ Danny Lockamy, Santa Claus, and Snow. Businesses around the square are invited to stay open late. Others can have a vendor booth on the square. They can submit giveaway items or provide flyers, coupons, or promotional items to distribute. We will hand out 200 Shop Small tote bags, thanks to American Express, who sponsors the event, with those goodies inside. So any business in town is welcome to get me some copies, or just one copy, and we can run copies of flyers, and we'll put them in those tote bags to give out. We would need 200 of any of those items, and we would ask that we get those items before Thanksgiving so we can have time to stuff those tote bags. Any business, nonprofit, or church that wants to participate, either by having a booth or providing a giveaway item, should contact my office. Also, we will be having our annual Shop Darlington promotion between Thanksgiving and Christmas, where residents are encouraged to shop at Darlington businesses for a chance to win a $100 fuel card. And there are actually 3 fuel cards that we give away. And it's really easy to do. All you've got to do is shop at 5 Darlington businesses, not including gas stations and not pharmacy as far as prescriptions. But it's pretty easy to do. You know, we want to encourage people to eat in town while they're shopping, and maybe check out a couple of different stores and see what they have, and check it out. We tend to put some stuff on some extra stuff on Facebook, go into some of the stores that maybe people haven't walked in a while, or maybe don't even know are there, and show what they have. Because a lot of our businesses are really trying hard to have different items that maybe you can't find anywhere else. And you maybe think you can't find in Darlington, but you can if you look. So that is my report for the DDRA. Does anybody have any questions?
Ms. Harriet Hall is not here tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Harriet was unable to be with us tonight with some issues, so she's still out of town. But the Toast of Darlington will be held this Thursday evening, October 4th, from 6:30 until 9. And this year it will be held on the public square. This is a great event. The venue had to be moved this year due to Hurricane Florence, but the response has been excellent, and we're expecting a wonderful evening with beautiful weather and delicious food as always. And this really is a great event. So if you need some plans, date night, Thursday night, this is where you need to be. Tickets are $35 in advance and to be purchased from any chamber board member or by calling the chamber and reserving it. The tickets are $40 at the gate. And you'll get a wristband, and then you can eat and drink all you like, and they have a band. It's a good time. So.
Any questions?
Thank you very much.
Citizens wishing to speak before council, 5 minutes, computer and kettle, water system.
Good evening. My name is Deandra Header, and I'm the Executive Director of the Place of Healing. It's a business located on 712 Pearl Street. And it's a home for teen pregnant moms and sex trafficking victims. I've been working on opening this home for about 3 years. Had my ups and downs. Finally on the up and up with getting things installed, like the fire sprinkler system, which is not only for the city but for the state. And got a call today from my fire sprinkler installer. He said that to cap the system in the city is $1,500. And my business, we had one fundraiser this year, and that raised about $4,000, and that actually helped install the fire sprinkler system. And at this time, we don't have $1,500. And I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do. This is the next step toward us opening. The community, Darlington County, the community of the city of Darlington has been very supportive. People have come out. This is a need in the community. I've had many girls call me, needing homes, needing spaces for them and their babies. We are coming in Darlington to help support the PD area, to help revitalize our children, help them realize that there is support, there is help, and that although that they've, been involved in sex trafficking or they've been involved with having a baby at a young age, that there are people there to support them. We want to help them restore them, help them realize who they are before they go out to be citizens in our society. So I'm coming forward before the councilman to ask for your assistance today. Not a handout, but assistance in any way, shape, or form that you all can help the place of healing. I am seeking my 501c3, and we are in the process with the IRS right now. They actually sent paperwork back that I had to refill out because they asked some questions. So that's being submitted as we're talking right now. So I'm in the process of getting my 501c3. And once we get that, the ball will be rolling. But today I was told about this and kind of shocked me. So I talked to the city manager. He told me to come here tonight, and that's why I'm here. So if y'all see me for the first time, I've been around, but I haven't been able to come to a meeting. So I'm just asking you all for your help in any way, shape, or form, or give me a suggestion on what I might can do, because it's about our girls in our city. So.
Well, I order the speak because we can't hear about it. But Mr. Gaines, what is it that extra, not Mr. Gaines, I'm sorry. So, what is extra that she had to do that she just can't connect up with the water?
Well, she's wanting a new tap put in, which is gonna cost us, that $1,500 won't pay what I will spend.
Okay, what good? She can't use the old tap?
So what they say, they want a different one, or a bigger one.
Oh.
And from my understanding, it's because of the piping around the house. So they said they have to go, the piping is too small for the system.
The ones who put the system in,
Yes, ma'am.
they're saying that.
Yes,
It's not you, Jay.
No, ma'am.
They're saying that.
Yes, ma'am. And it's been a back and forth with who's right, what's going on, and today I got a call from him, he told me this. So I talked to the city manager, and he was like, well, that's the price we charge. And I was like, at this moment.
I can't believe that you can only vote the way that you can, but by ordinance, I can't wait that meeting. And I was, just happened to be, she had a meeting we had a meeting tonight, so, Chance Rice was told to come on in.
So, there's no other way. Is this the only company? How's it
Well,
operating?
they're approved, and they have to have certain, licenses by the state to be able to install it. So right now, the only company pretty much around here is Fire International that has the approval from the state to install fire sprinkler systems. So.
Okay, we got to think about this here. Yeah. We just have to think about it. Really figure it out.
Can we just take it for information tonight?
Take
and
information
then
tonight.
talk about it? Yeah. This was kind of sprung from us.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We'll find a solution.
Thank you.
Did you say the name of your organization?
It's the place of healing,
Where is it located again?
712 Pearl Street.
It's the only fatherhood family store.
Right.
Yes.
I bought my dinners there, the fundraiser.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I saw you. Excuse
And then when I come back for the second batch, and then run out.
Yes, ma'am.
Just run around,
Thank you for your support.
stormwater.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. We're all cleaned up after the storm. I came here tonight just as a resident. I've gotten a lot of questions from people in the community about the stormwater and where the community sits, where we are on the stormwater plan, and what are the long-term plans for that. I get conflicting information, and I just really wanted to ask Council if you could take a look for the Oakdale area, the Woodcrest area, the houses across the street from Oakdale, and also in the country club, and give us an idea of what is the stormwater plan for those areas, and also where we sit in the term of looking at some of the issues. We're a couple weeks after the storm, and there are areas that still have standing water, both in the country club and in the Woodcrest area. So if you could do that, we would greatly appreciate just opening up the book and kind of explaining it for us. And that's it. That's all I'm asking. But I would like to say one more thing. And there's always one more thing with Rhonda. I just wanted to say thank you to not only the council, but the fire department and the police department for all of the work. And
Sanitation.
the sanitation department. I have never seen anybody work so hard during that storm, before, during, and after. And a lot of people had big bags under their eyes and went without sleep for quite a long time, but it's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just part of the question. Had a good meeting Monday morning with the administrator, addressed some of those issues as it relates to Oakdale and the country club area. We hope to have a better report on that at the next meeting. So we hope that we need to know over your future about the Crestwood Lake Dam and what that means for those things.
Thomas Alvarez.
Good evening, Council and Mayor. I'm here tonight to voice my concern over the posting of the agenda for tonight's meeting. I did some investigating yesterday, so if any of the information I received was wrong, please feel free to correct me. I was given information the agenda was posted at 12 noon yesterday, and as required by Darlington City Ordinance, Chapter 2, Article 3, Section 2-83, which states that the agenda is to be publicly posted by the clerk treasurer by noon of the day preceding the meeting. However, it was changed and reposted at 4:45 p.m. If the city has decided to go by state law, Title 30, Chapter 4, Section 30-4-80, which states that the agenda must be posted 24 hours before the start of the meeting, then reposting of the meeting at 4 p.m. yesterday is lawful. However, the second part of the law reads, an agenda for regular scheduled meetings must be posted on a bulletin board in a publicly accessible place at an office or meeting of a public body and on a public website maintained by the body, if the public body has one, at least 24 hours prior to such meeting. This section also states that no items may be added to the agenda without an additional 24 hours public notice, which must be made to the same manner as the original posting. The City of Darlington does maintain a website, and the agenda was not posted until after 9 a.m. this morning, which does not comply with state law. Also, the agenda was posted on the board outside the courtroom in a hallway, which is not accessible to the public between the hours of 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. Our 9 to 5, 5-day-a-week citizens would have no opportunity to view the agenda unless they were to take time off of work. You have 28 days to create, amend, and present an agenda. Waiting until the final hour to do so only leads me to believe that you are trying to hide facts or actions from our citizens. Public officials who disregard city ordinances or state laws cannot turn around and expect the people of their own town to be law-abiding citizens. Thank you.
Mr. Witt, in all clarity, the meeting number 8, number 10, number D up under number 8 was really not changed. What's going on is this: we have 2 playgrounds to deal with on Cicerone and Virgil Wells Stadium area. The bids are ready for one area and not ready for the other area. That's why it was like that. It wasn't fair to leave that one off because we didn't have the bids for the other one.
Yes, ma'am, but
That's the only thing. It was not changed. It's not hiding anything. We are voting on that one, and when the other bids come in, we'll vote on that one. Hopefully, they'll be ready for next month's meeting.
well, yes,
Nothing was changed.
it's just, it was not put on your city website, which is state law, and by posting it outside here, I came up last night at 7 o'clock, and I couldn't come in and view the agenda because it's not publicly accessible. By putting it here, if it was put on the front door or the side door where I could come up and view it at night or in the evening, that would be fine, but it wasn't put on the website until after 9 o'clock this morning.
It was changed 24 hours ahead of time. A little more than 24 hours, but nothing has really changed. It's just that we can't go on the other because the kids are not in. So that wasn't changing. It's not changing anything. Anything else? Is that all right?
Well, no, I mean, I was concerned why it wasn't posted on the website. That's required by state
I'm
law.
not controlling that.
Mhm.
Right. But,
Yes,
you know, so we didn't have a problem with the fact that it was, last month's agenda was emailed.
I don't know how it gets to y'all. I don't know how it gets to y'all, but the public only gets it through the website, or if they're allowed to come in here from 8 to 5. And the state law says it has to be, if you maintain a website, it has to be posted 24 hours before 6:30 tonight for the public, not for y'all. I don't know how y'all get it.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. We will address it.
next. You finish this reading?
Yeah.
Number 7, unfinished business. The second reading of the order 2018-15, the sale of Lawton Road to Artie Brown for $5,000. I think when we brought it up, there was some things that needed to be changed on it, and I think, did everybody read theirs?
We added one more sentence to it, which is any legal expenses for transfer Locking Road back to City of Darlington shall be paid by Odyssey and Susan B. Brown LLC.
Is that satisfactory to everybody? Got to change it, Mr. Middleton. Yes, satisfactory?
I just wanted to make sure that it was always in a position where it was open to the public to use. And if for some reason any of Audie Brown's entities stopped maintaining it, the title came back, then the city would maintain it.
So that's sufficient, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you ready to vote? Can I get a motion?
I'll motion that we approve the second reading of ordinance 2018-15 sale of Lockheed Road to Audie Brown for $5,000.
Second. Any more questions, discussion? The motion and second that we, to the second reading of ordinance 2018-15, sale of Lawton Road to Artie Brown for $5,000. All in favor specify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays have the same right, motion carries. New business, Haiti Coalition proclamation. I have a proclamation. Is she here? Okay. Proclamation declaring October 2018 Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Whereas domestic violence is a serious social problem that affects people of all races, ages, gender, and income levels, and whereas domestic violence is a widespread affair over 4 million Americans each year, and whereas 1 in 3 Americans have witnessed an incident of domestic violence, and whereas children that grow up in violent homes are believed to be abused and neglected at a rate higher than the national average, and whereas domestic violence costs the nation billions of dollars annually in medical expense, law enforcement and court costs, foster care, sick leave, absenteeism, and non-productivity. And whereas only a coordinated community effort will put a stop to this crime. And whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month provides an excellent opportunity for citizens to learn more about preventing domestic violence and to show support for the organizations and individuals who provide critical advocacy services and assistance to victims. Now therefore it is proclaimed by the mayor of the municipality of Darlington County, South Carolina, proclaims the month of October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month and urges the citizens of Darlington County to work together to eliminate domestic violence from our communities. Yeah, Let's see what I'm saying.
just want to say, we have a domestic violence awareness walk coming up on the 20th at 10 a.m. And everyone's welcome to come. It's going to be at the public square. And also, not many people know, but we have a office that had just opened up on 105 Orange Street. It's right across from Carolina Bank. So please, if y'all know anyone that needs our services, just send them our way. And I'm Sierra, I'm the victim advocate. So y'all, please send people my way. My number is 843-383-5534. So y'all, please be in contact with me if y'all need anything.
If y'all don't mind standing over there, so we have
843-383-5534.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Stand over here.
Yeah, just so we have a wood behind us and an exit sign. Good job.
Chuck, here, wait, okay. EITA. Saturday bus service petition.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members, and ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to be before you, and I apologize for making a habit, but you keep inviting me back. I'm happy to come back this evening. I'm here because when I was before you last month, I shared with you some signatures of a few hundred people in town that expressed the desire to have a dart bus that runs Monday through Friday run for 4 hours on Saturday. I presented the local cost estimate to provide that service over a year was $2,800. The balance would be paid from federal and state funds that the ERTA can leverage. Excuse me. Last month I was asked, well, Chuck, when would the bus run? And I wanted to defer to do some market research, and who better to do that research with than the folks that use the service. So we did a survey, and I understand you all have a copy of that, beginning the week after the last City Council meeting through last Friday. And as you can see, we had, I think I counted 55 respondents, and the question was posed to them, what 4-hour time block? And we gave several choices, as you can see, and by democratic process, the vast majority selected 8 a.m. to 12 noon. By twice as much as the next favorite selection. So I return to you to present that information and to recommend that should the City Council wish to support this service, that we would operate it on Saturdays between those hours of 8 a.m. and 12 o'clock noon. I would further recommend that should the City Council wish to provide this service, that clearly it be done so as a pilot project, and we would need some time to get the word out and to market the service to the community. Would suggest that we wouldn't start it before November next month, and that we then operate it, that all of our services that we do provide historically need time to build up the confidence in the riding public, and I would propose that we run it through next June. The benefit to that would be we wouldn't need $2,800 because November through June is not an entire year, so there would be some savings there. Roughly 8 months is 2/3, so that would be approximately, according to my crude math, about $1,850 or thereabouts. And that we could assess the service over those 8 months, and certainly as we get into the budget season next spring, we could have a pretty good idea of whether or not this really is a worthwhile endeavor on the part of the city to continue to support that southern service moving on beyond next budget season into the summer of 2019.
I talked to Mr. Darlington about it, 2 weeks had, what fund, we get that from?
Come from the contingency fund.
Contingency fund.
Yes, sir.
And he said we had that amount in there that we, usually $1,850 for Saturday. So the council will have to vote. Make a motion and vote. Mr. Dudley, everything I said about it?
They just come out of contingency, and as Mr. McNeil mentioned, will be on a trial basis. If the numbers don't back it up, just simply don't do it next year.
Council? Everything said? $1,850. That will be for a 1 year period. If it doesn't work out, we have to do a pilot program. If it doesn't work out, we won't do it next year. So,
Motion or,
you want to make a motion?
did I interrupt you, Ms. Lane?
Go ahead.
I'll motion that we approve the PDRTA Saturday bus service petition for 8 months trial period. 18 months.
Second.
Any more questions, discussion? It's been properly moved and seconded that we received the, PRT petition for $1,850 for a year based on the pilot program. It does not work out, we won't do it next year. All in favor?
I'd like to just move it, you said for a year, maybe I'd like to make it November to June, I'd like that.
November, you want November to June?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, change that November to June. All in favor? Specify by saying aye.
Aye.
You always have to say, huh?
Whoever the new director is, you can have them come back in the spring and give us a report. on it.
Absolutely. And if they don't, I will come back and give you a report.
Heard that.
Probably you bring the new director with you.
I will, sir, thank you. I will plan to do that. Well, thank you very much. I'm not sure, is the vote take place?
Yeah.
Are you going to market this any in the community?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's why I asked for delaying this until at least next month so that we'll have time to do some newspaper notifications and get some flyers out, get the word out, try to promote it as best we can.
So will you be able to start November with it?
Yes.
'Cause, I mean, that's
I would say the first Monday, I don't have my calendar handy, but the first Monday in November, whenever that is, which would be good because that gets us into the Christmas season and maybe we get a few more shoppers downtown. And as I do each year in the spring when I come back to discuss next year's budget, I'll certainly have that data to report to you as well. So on behalf of all the writers, I don't know if we have any here this evening.
Yeah.
Oh, we do? On behalf of the writers here this evening and all the others that couldn't make it here this evening, thank you always for your support of this service. They truly appreciate it, and everybody does. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Number C, first reading of ordinance 2018-17, annexation of 110 Nez Pierce Drive. Nez Pierce, they're building a new house, right?
It's been built.
It's been built already, and they want to be annexed into the city.
Fellow works there, dedicated to
I
that.
think you got
He's the new bank president.
you see your, the house location on the sheet after your agenda. You only got one sheet this time after your agenda. Yeah. It's the sheet right after your agenda. 60. It's James Miller. Any questions? Ready to make a vote? Ready to vote? Make a motion?
Make a motion to approve first reading of ordinance 2018-17, annexation of 110 Nez Pierce Drive at the request of Mr. and Mrs. James Ivy. Second.
Any more discussion? It's been probably, moved and seconded that we received the first reading of the ordinance 2018-17, annexation of 110 Nez Pierce Drive for the Ivy. All in favor, signify by sign of aye. Nays have the same right. Motion carried. D, playground equipment bids. Like I said, we don't have the bids for, this one. We have the bids for, the Gary Complex. Mr. Anderson.
Well, Mayor, let me just start off by saying that when we were trying to move it around yesterday, I didn't expect it to be that big of a deal for this, not Hampton, the Siskron Street property. So my apologies for that. But we do have the Virgin Wells bid, and I will have bids for the other areas by the end of this month, hopefully by the end of this week. But that'll be something that we can move forward on at the next time or at a special meeting or whatever y'all want to do with it. But I actually gave you a picture of what this bid is. It's for the old Little League field over there. We've actually already taken the building down. And we'll do the rest of it in-house as far as fencing and all that stuff. We'll pull that stuff up. If it's still good and we can use it somewhere else, we will. So we're going to recycle whatever we can as far as that goes. You see the price here. It's $46,904.75. And that includes everything that you see from the barrier to the playground mulch, to the swing sets, and the three pieces of equipment for playground.
One question.
Yes, sir.
Probably just a matter of not understanding. We've got a Duramax structure. And then we've got something called Climb and Discover tape. I don't see a picture of something that would fit that.
It is on I'm thinking it is this piece. Let's see if I can find it. That is hooked, I think it is actually hooked to this piece of equipment.
I see the ramp, the walkways, the steps, but I don't see.
And it's just like a
cave.
climbing wall looking.
I've seen something that I would describe as a climb and discover cave at a different city. It doesn't look like.
It's on this piece of equipment. I'll get a clarification of that, but that's, if it's on here, it'll be in the playground. And this may just be a stock picture that he sent me.
They'll, at the, let's see, at the park we have right here. Okay. It's enclosed. It's the little way they can climb down from the sand part. Out there, it's enclosed. It doesn't seem to be here. That's what
And this is the structure here. What we can do is, if you don't approve it, we can come back to, if you want to change that piece of equipment, what I'd have to do is get him to bring another piece of, to show me that piece of equipment so y'all can vote on it, or you can vote on it as is, and if we do a change order, it's not to exceed this amount of money.
Right.
But that, like I said, this could be a stock picture.
Yeah.
This is a stock picture. This is not necessarily, this is how it's going to be placed here.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the main.
Right. Everything's handicap accessible. So it'll meet all the requirements as far as that goes. They'll install it for us. So, liability issues and stuff, we're not putting something in the ground that we're going to be liable for. They're going to put everything in for us. Yes, sir.
Two questions. Number one, just mentioned bulk, so this is not going to be a synthetic balance type.
No,
ground.
that's a little bit more expensive than.
Next question is, if we approve this tonight, would it be our advantage to not order this until we approve the other playground as far as freight, shipping, installation, that sort of thing?
If we get it from the same company, that very well could be a possibility that we could catch a break on shipping. I've got two companies actually sending in quotes for the Siskron Street property, just to see if we could get some type of different look. It looks like Bliss Products right here is
they're the biggest thing in the state of South Carolina right now. He actually went to a National Parks and Recreation meeting. They're just a derivative of a bigger company. So I mean, he can get his hands on anything. So I'm pretty sure.
So you said one bid for one company?
That's right, but they're on state contract.
Right.
So
From the number of years that we ran the daycare and had it to get playground equipment. Do you have, I was just saying for the number of years that our families have ran the daycare and had to deal with getting playground equipment, you've done a good job.
thanks, ma'am.
Because it's extremely expensive for us. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So and I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome. We just want to look, I've been before y'all, I don't even know the number of times I've been before y'all asking for something and just trying to get something built. I think this is the start of something that's going to just snowball into something really good. Ball fields have been on the front of the agenda, but this is something that's needed. That park there is older than I am. And it has served its purpose. And if we can get satellite parks in each neighborhood and then one big daddy park that everybody's going to want to come to, we're going to turn some heads.
Any more questions? Thank you. That was done.
Mr. Andrews says that park was older than him holding.
What year is it? I am 44 years young, so it is probably old. I know it is. I mean, I know that playground's been there. I played on it when I was a little boy. So,
I have a question now about the park, but we were supposed to have the opening ceremony for the Little League football. Have you rescheduled that?
we rescheduled the pictures for this Saturday. Now, it's at 10 o'clock, but we're not doing the dedication of the field because we have ordered some signage and some gates for the park, for the field itself. And they are being powder coated. That actually starts tomorrow, so it's going to be a little bit longer than October 6th. As soon as those get put up, we'll set a day that we can go out there and celebrate that field.
Okay. Any question? Prepare to vote?
I make a motion that we accept the playground bid for the old Little League field.
I second.
No discussion. It's been properly motion and second that we receive the bids for the playground equipment. All in favor, specify by saying aye. Please have the same right. Motion carries. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Fabulous job.
Thank you, Council.
You wait next up to the next.
That's right.
We have stuff to receive as information. I would like to give the city accolades for a fine job. Police department, fire department. You went in, when Matthew came, you went way out, but I think this time you went further. The vacuum truck was excellent, they did a great job. Sucking up the water. It was interesting to see how it suck up the water and come back and dump it and clean it out, pushing the water from one side to the other side when it stopped up. They did a fantastic job. And the complaint made the mosquitoes. Everybody's calling about the big eye mosquitoes. They're saying they're bigger than flies. But with the mosquito truck running, what I did, I knew the mosquito truck wasn't getting to the backyard, wasn't hardly getting to the front yard, so I went out and bought some stuff myself and sprayed, so I didn't have to fight to get in the house and fight to get in the car, because that's what the mosquitoes were doing. Everybody had to fight. And I know if you live near water, you're having to fight more. And I know everybody got, the epidemic came up when they started with what happened in Florence, the West Nile virus. And we don't want that to happen here, so I would suggest like what I did to protect myself. I had to buy sprays and put sprays, like spray on bushes around the yard as far as I could do it. So I just want to thank the city, the fire department, the water department, the sanitation department, everybody just went hand in hand. We had a tree to fall on Pine Street, on my street, and I was going down surveying the area, and I called one nice man in Darlington. I'm not gonna call his name, but I'm gonna tell you who he is. The not police, fire chief. He came right out and cut the lady out so she can get out of her house. And I just want to thank you for a marvelous job. The police department, the police was fine. Everybody just chipped in. Ms. Brown and Leroy, I mean, everybody did an excellent job. And with that back the truck, I hope that we can get some more equipment to go with it so they can cut out some of the tree roots in the sewer. I want to thank the city for a job well done. Getting better and better.
Ma'am, the county's asked that we make an announcement at the meeting tonight. They want to offer a tour to any elected officials who'd like to take a tour of the courthouse, look at the problems that they have. Wednesday, October 10th from 3 to 5 p.m. The tour will be conducted by the clerk of court, Scott Suggs, and the county administrator, Charles Stewart. So again, that's for elected officials only from 3 until 5 p.m. Wednesday, October the 10th. And we'll take a head count next week.
I went in the courthouse today. In fact, I go to the courthouse several times during the month to run. I got sick today in the courthouse. I suffer with allergies real bad. And Ms. Rogers was showing me all what was wrong in her office. And I was looking in the administrative office. I went in the probate judge office. I mean, they have a lot of problems in there. And respiratory problems. You got respiratory problems. That's not the place you need to be. And so you want to go in there, I told her I need to come back. And I got sick today in there, but I'll go back on the 10th and go with everybody else and take a look. So that when we vote in November, we can vote hopefully to do that penny tax. And I would like to see that we get another courthouse. Because if you go in the courthouse, there's so many things wrong with the courthouse. And doing the renovations, you have a whole lot of renovations just in one room. So I would like to see the courthouse torn down, but that's not my choice. I'm one person, but I hope it does happen.
So the time's going to come when everybody in Darlington's going to need to make their opinion known next year as to where do you want the new courthouse to go, what do you want it to look like. And if we don't speak as one voice, it's going to muddy the waters even more.
You don't want it like a box.
Just want it here.
You would like to keep the whole thing downtown, just redo it. We don't want the prisoners going in the same place where the judges have to go in. No, we don't want that, so I don't know. We need to take a wide look at it and do what's right.
I just want to echo what the mayor says. She put it very well. The only thing I'd like to add is Councilman Robert Kilgo and Councilwoman Joyce Thomas will host a town hall meeting on October 15th at the Darlington County Voter Registration and Election Commission Annex Building at 135 Cashel Street, Darlington, South Carolina at 5 p.m. The purpose of the meeting is to discuss and answer questions about the condition of the courthouse and the upcoming referendum about the Darlington County Courthouse. All citizens are welcome to come and participate.
What date is that, right?
The date is Monday, I guess, October 15th.
October 15th?
Yes, ma'am, at 5 p.m. at the Election Commission. Their new building they built beside the election.
Thank you for that, Brian.
One final thing is, we also found out today, I believe, that Darlington County has been designated a disaster area by FEMA. So residents can now call for assistance. They can apply or call at disasterassistance.gov or by calling 800-621-3362. Assistance can include money for temporary rental assistance, essential home repairs for primary homes, low-interest loans from U.S. Small Business Administration to cover any uninsured property losses and other programs to help survivors recover from the effects of the disaster. But if you have any more questions, I think the city administration will be putting out a press release about the same subject.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna give you reminders in case you're not here when we come out of the executive session. Tuesday, November 6th, 6:30 p.m., regular monthly meeting of the city council. Now we need to go into executive session, can I get a motion?
I move that we go into executive session.
Okay, contract vehicle lease, fire department, code department, municipal court personnel, associate judge, Darlington City Council may or may not vote after executive session. Now go ahead.
I need to say it again?
Yeah, please, sorry.
I mean, vote that we go into executive session to, for contract, for discussion of contract vehicle lease, fire department, codes department, municipal court personnel, associate judge, parentheses, Darlington City Council, may or may not vote after the closed executive session.
I'll say.
It's been, motion properly second that we receive the executive session, go to executive session, talk about the contract vehicle lease, fire department, codes, municipal court personnel, associate judge, Darlington may vote after the meeting. Everybody need to leave. Mr. Goldman is 5 minute break. Bathroom break, and then we go into executive session and